In other videos, I've explained how to cast on using the original cast-on basket, a homemade cast-on bonnet, or even just the netting that vegetables come in. But I have been to sock events where I forgot to bring any of these tools, and thus I came up with this method, which requires no tools whatsoever. We'll just work with a length of waste yarn with a loop knotted into it. Place that loop on one of the needles and then start crisscrossing back and forth across the cylinder with the waste yarn. As you work, make sure every single latch is open and try to avoid pulling the yarn tightly because we're going to need some slack in it. In this case, the fact that my waste yarn has been recycled a number of times and has thus become rather curly is a helpful thing because it automatically creates some ease. What we're trying to do is make a spider web over as much of the cylinder as we can reach, but keep the point in the center at which things cross as central as possible because we're going to need to loop the hook for the weights over that area. You'll only be able to manage wrapping one or two where the yarn carrier presently sits, and where just past that they're down where into the cylinder. You can't wrap them either. So we'll just wrap as much as we can, and it does not have to be every single needle. It does need to be quite a few, otherwise the stress on them will be too great when we do the next step, which is bundle that center and hang the weights on it. Try to make sure the weight catches all of the strands. The very end it can't, you'll just have to manually pull it down. Now thread the machine in the normal way and begin to very slowly knit around, making sure that you manually open any latches that are not open because they will be sheared off by the yarn carrier if we're not careful. Now begin gently, slowly trying to knit. It will feel very rough. The machine is not a fan of this, but if you're careful, you won't hurt it. Gradually lift strands of yarn over individual needles so that they can begin knitting. You can't use a long float. The yarn must go in and out between needles, and there must be some weight on the yarn. So it's ideal if you can find a strand that does have weight on it and stretch it over to include another needle. It's a very ugly, messy process. I never said it was pretty. I said it would work. Every single time you rotate, be careful about any latches not being open, because if there's not an active stitch on the needle, it may flip shut but open while the yarn carrier is passing it, and that can do it in. If you have heel weights of some kind, they can be pressed into service to keep weight pulling down on all the strands of yarn involved. After the first 2 to 3 rounds, it gets easier and easier to find an appropriate strand that does have some downward pressure on it and can be positioned to get another needle to work. Naturally, there's one large span of needles where we were unable to hang yarn to begin with that has to be filled in, and it's the greatest challenge. And it's not till round 4 or 5 that you can begin to make significant progress stretching weighted strands of yarn over to fill in those needles. But now we're there, and from here on it'll go pretty fast. Remember that each needle must hold either a real stitch or something that behaves like a stitch. 2 needles wrapped at the same time will always create a ladder in the work, so we have to fill each one in, but now we're ready to go. It's by no means my favorite cast on, but it's really good to know in a pinch.